Good afternoon, everyone. This is Deanna Nichols, doTERRA Blue Diamond, and I'm here with your oil a day, which is today Douglas Fir. And if you happen to be watching this video on Thursday, which I think is February the 24th, let me look here. 23rd of 2017, then this happens to be part of a really special buy one get one deal where if you buy Douglas Fir, you get lime essential oil free. So it's a perfect day to be talking about Douglas Fir. And Douglas Fir has quickly become one of my most favorite single oils that doTERRA has. I remember the day that it came out, and we were at a reception for the leaders of the company, and I walked into the room where they were going to reveal the new products, and I smelled this amazing smell like I was in the middle of a forest, just me walking through a quiet, peaceful forest, breathing in fresh, crisp air, and I looked up and saw this giant pillar that said Douglas Fir. And I immediately knew why I had instantly felt the way I had when I walked in that room. And from that moment forward, it has definitely become easily one of my top 3 favorite single oils. I think it's tied with frankincense and bergamot. And those are the ones I use just about every single day as far as the single oils. And there are a lot of reasons why I love this oil. It's interesting because it's almost harder to talk about than some of the other oils because it just doesn't have a lot of the real obvious therapeutic benefits that you would think of if you were talking about, say, lavender or oregano or something like that. But I know how it makes me feel when I use it. And I think I kind of mentioned that a second ago. So it just gives you this real grounding, relaxing, calming feeling like you're home, like you're just... If you close your eyes and you picture the place in the world where when you're there you just feel like you're home and there's no stress that can get to you, that is your spot, your space, and that is what I feel when I use Douglas Fir. It's also really great for respiratory, and that is one of the reasons why I used it a few minutes ago when I started my workout. And yes, that is why I am profusely sweating as I'm talking to you, because I literally 2 seconds ago just finished my workout. I have been training for a 5K for the last several weeks, and as some of you may know, I was physically disabled for many years and very ill for 20 years, in a wheelchair for about 5 years of that time. And so I haven't really done any true physical activity since 1993. And then in the past 4 or 5 years, I have worked really hard to turn my health around, turn my life around, and it has been a journey. But this past spring and summer, I was able to hike all the national parks in the U.S. except for the New England states. And that was a huge deal for me because, I mean, it was not that long ago that I really couldn't walk more than about 1,000 feet. I couldn't even stand for more than 5 or 10 minutes, and so to be able to do all those things was pretty incredible. And I decided January 1st that I was going to train for my first ever 5K, and so I've been doing that. And it is a program that kind of eases you into it, and I got to this point in my workout where I just couldn't get past a particular day. It was just too hard, couldn't do it. And then earlier this week, I decided to start a new regimen of my oils before my workout, and I put cypress on my feet to improve my circulation and help me to have normal, healthy circulation. Of course, I always do balance and frankincense every morning, and then I've been putting Aroma Touch and Deep Blue on my back and my shins, my Achilles. So I did all those things, but I thought I needed a little bit more to kind of push myself a little bit harder and kind of just get through this section of my workout that I've always been struggling with the past couple weeks. So I started using Spearmint and Douglas Fir. And I put them both on my chest and really inhaled them deeply. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but that is the first time I was able to break through that workout plateau. And today I went up to the next level, and I not easily, that's way too strong of a word, but I was able to complete it without thinking I was going to die, the new level today too. So not only did I finish the old level this week, but I broke through a new level. And I started thinking about why Douglas Fir could have helped me with that, besides the fact that it is really uplifting and the fact that it is great for respiratory. I think we need to look a little bit deeper at maybe the emotional use of this oil. And when I started reading a little bit more about it, it's called the oil of generational wisdom. And so I believe that, DNA contains like the memories and the experiences of the people that have lived before us, and the things that they've had to overcome in life. And I come from a family of immigrants. that came to the U.S. They came a couple generations ago and could not speak the language, or just really here on their own with no other family that they had ever known before, and just really had to become a United States citizen through a lot of hard work and dedication and make something of themselves from nothing. And I believe that I grew up with like this sense of life's going to be hard. I'm going to have to work really hard. Nobody's going to hand me anything, and I'm just going to have to do it all myself. And I think that came from a lot from what I grew up hearing and what the people in my family experienced before me. But there's something else to be learned from their experience too, and that is I actually have everything that they experienced and everything that they learned is part of me. So I have that benefit of their experience that they didn't have. So it doesn't have to be hard. I have their support. All of my family may not be here living on the earth anymore, but I have like their collective experiences, their collective wisdom that has been passed down to me through my DNA. I think also spiritually it's been passed down, and I believe a lot of them are watching over me in my life, and I have had a very difficult life. I've had a lot of struggles, and over the past few years, I've just decided that I am not going to be the person that struggles anymore. I'm going to be the person that turns around and encourages other people to come behind me. And so I think that you can change the story that even comes from the generations behind you. If you come from generations of poverty or generations of abuse or generations of just criminals, generations of liars, generations of gossipers, generations of ungrateful, that doesn't mean that you have to be that. It means that you can learn from their experiences and choose something else. And it just really excites me when I think about the possibilities of that. And so I really love this oil, and I want you to love it too. And I think if you can just experience it, you will see why it is so freaking amazing. The best way that I like to use it is I like to inhale it. And I have been experimenting with a lot of oils that it kind of blends with, and it blends really well with citrus oils. It blends really well with mint oils. So I did some eucalyptus and Douglas fir. I've done Douglas fir and bergamot, which is amazing. A lot of doTERRA's new spa skincare line has Douglas fir in it, and which is probably why I love it so much. It's really, really great for skin. And today, on February 23rd, 2017, if you buy Douglas fir, you get lime free, and that was one I had never really paired before, but I've been drinking lime in my water, which is the oil of zest for life, and I drank that during my workout, so that might have been some of my secret sauce too, but I can see why those two would go beautifully together, especially the emotions. Like if you're excited about your life and you know that you can choose a different way, and you have the generational wisdom of those who've gone before you, and you can learn from their mistakes, learn from their successes, and put it all together to write your own story. What an exciting time that you're living in, that you can make those choices, and that we have these amazing gifts from the earth, gifts from God that we can use to help us as we grow and to become the people that we are meant to be. So I hope that you will choose to have a beautiful day, that you will use your doTERRA, Douglas fir, and lime to help you do that. And I believe that you will take advantage, if you'll take advantage of that special today, you will not be disappointed. I wish that you would share this video with others. I think it can encourage somebody today. So please do that. There's a button below. Please share your experiences. Zoe is doing that right now. And I believe that many of you have similar stories to her, and we'd all love to hear them, even if you're not watching live. So have a beautiful, beautiful day. As always, shine on.